Hey everybody, we got a Battletech game going on here. It's a continuation of the city. Clear the city out is the mission. And they've been assigned this sector, and there sounds like there's some heavy opposition hiding amongst the buildings everywhere. So over here you can see what is in the opposition force for the Capellans over here. And over there we have their force is all lined up. As they decide to come in those sectors after they got their intel, but they have to clear everything out of this sector before they can move on. At least their Davian masters have said so. This is the way. All right. Any questions of what your mission is? No questions? Amongst the peanut gallery? Bueller? All right. We'll be back with turn one. Turn one is now complete. Over here, the forces came slowly moving out, trying to get themselves a firing solution. The Pegasi hovercraft are the only ones that had anything in range, and they did some long range, tried to do some plinking with their LRM-5s, and well, didn't get anything. Over here, the Awesome fired his PPCs and clipped two PPCs at max range into that Pegasi, and then an LRM-20 from, was it the Atlas? Yeah, that's what happens when you get two gunners. Makes a difference, and you roll high. So he got hit with a couple PPCs and a LRM. I think what he did 12 damage with that. And over here there was the skies filled and darkened with all the LRMs coming down and hit this Pegasi right here, and they got lucky with one of the shots and destroyed the LRM on the Pegasi. So now it's down to two SRM-6s. And that was it. So there's some damage done to the Pegasi. This one's a little more beat up than the other one. This one's like, hey, where'd my LRM go? So that is it. So we're moving on to turn two. And we'll be back with the big red die. Turn two, we had the Capellans move up through the city here, laid down some fire, did a bunch of damage to the Ostrock, but he made his pilot check. Over here, the Hunchback got some damage on him, made his pilot check. Now, and then they fired around and laid into that Demolisher, and just those four mechs obliterated the Demolisher. And let's see, they did some good damage to the Cataphract right there, but he's going good. And over here you can see there's a Pegasi unleashed into the Hunchback over there, and did minor damage to him. Now, the interesting thing is, the one Pegasi went flying down the road here. Goes here and goes to make one turn, and slams right into the Panther. That's right there. He was in the intersection, failed the skid check, smacked into him, hit him, and did a bunch of damage and knocked him down. Which unfortunately was that when he did that, this Demolisher was out of range, couldn't shoot him. Probably wouldn't have hit anyway because you're a prone target, but
I'd rather not get shot than have a chance of getting shot.
Yeah, well, did take some damage to the Panther, but then the Pegasi, being rattled as he was, is now a 1-2 mover because his entire side got caved in and a lot of motive hits, and basically he's a pillbox practically. And over here, this Pegasi went flying through down the alleyway right there, came out, hit the the Thunderbolt, and then this Phoenix Hawk jumped in behind him and put 2 medium lasers and kicked him in the rear deck and destroyed him. So it's like crunch. So that was the end of that one. That was a very quick and deadly little encounter there. So that is everything that happened in this turn, I believe. Did I miss anything?
Did you get the demolisher?
Yeah. Okay. Got that splatter going on.
Yeah, running into buildings is not fun.
No.
Especially when you have a stationary awesome staring at you.
3 PPCs at the front slope does not do you wonders. It melted the juicy insides of that poor demolisher.
Interesting.
All right, so we're going to be moving on to turn 3 on the big red die, and we'll be back. Turn 3 over here. We had a couple tanks moved up. They unleashed into the Wolverine and pretty much messed with everything, which kind of bad. And over here, they turned around and Panther tried to shoot the Pegasi and missed. And then the Wolverine put some shots into the back deck, tore all the armor off, and then he kicked and proceeded to kick the rest of the armor off, and leaving a open structure on the rear deck. But it is now a pillbox. That tank is not moving because he immobilized it. Over here, this Pegasi went flying down the road, and that sway back opened up on it and tore the armor off it and immobilized it. So we got an immobilized Pegasi there. Over here, they unleashed into tore the Thunderbolt up pretty good with some autocannon fire, missile fire, and everything. And then they did enough damage on the Crusader, had to make a pilot check, and Snake Eyes rose up and bit them. Fell down on his face and got... is he the one with the 2 hits? No, that's the Cataphract. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But he did take a hit to the melon, but he didn't pass out. Let's see, they take care of everything there, right? And it doesn't help when they got a really good gunnery with a awesome back there, just ripped holes into everybody. But now you got to probably fire 2 next turn to cool off.
No, I shot 2 this turn.
Oh, that's right.
So 3 are coming back.
Oh, yay. And over here, these 2 tanks and the Demolisher and the Cataphract and the Phoenix Hawk unleashed into the sway back right there, tore him up. Some good ones. And then they turned around and they all fired with their missiles and everything and got 2 melon head hits with the medium lasers. And then, no, one was medium laser, one was nail arm, right? And then you got 2 crits on the cockpit. So you took out the sensors and the life support. So that's not good for the Cataphract. And then the amazing thing is, he had a Demolisher. He comes whipping over here. He's going to do an easy shot on that Stalker right there. Put an AC-20s into him, and then they turn around and shot him up. Tore all of his armor off. Hit him with 3 SRM-6s with 16 missiles out of the 18 possible. And the end result was all of his armor was pretty much ripped off. Then they kicked him, and he's immobilized as a pillbox. With all you have to do is hit him in like 3 different spots, and you'd kill him. But you didn't. So his AC-20s are... Well, he's got 1 AC-20 left. The other ones got shot off in that conflict there. And then that Pegasi over there, he shot and hit that Dervish with some plinky damage. That was it. I think that's it. So we're moving on to turn 4. Nothing died. And nothing has to get removed. And we'll be back. Turn 4. Over here, these vehicles moved up over here and shot at the trying to run away Panther. This Panther jock does not have any luck when it comes to AC-20s. It has a magnet for them. This is like the second or third time he's ate an AC-20.
Yeah, I might as well just sell the damn thing because like AC-20s look at it, he just like crumples. They don't even have to shoot him; they'll just fall apart.
He took an AC-20 to the leg, right?
Yeah.
Blew the leg completely off and then into the torso. Yeah, and then he goes kaplunk. So, not a good day. Wolverine over here jumps over there, takes on the catapult. They have a little gun shoot with each other and do some damage to each other. Over here, the Thunderbolt and the Atlas unleash onto the one tank who used to be fresh, untouched, is now a burning cinder. Over here, the Awesome fired 3 PPCs into the Crusader.
And hit all of the ammo bins.
Yeah, 2 ammo bins and blew leg off.
Yeah, both ammo bins in both torsos.
Yeah. So it was like double explosion and you blew leg off to boot. There's nothing left of that mag. It's just a crater. And then the Hunchback fired and wiped out that poor Pegasi that was right in front of him that was immobilized. And over here, the Dervish fires his LRM-10s, hits the head of the cataphract, and kills the pilot. So he's like kaplunk, dead pilot. And over here, the Phoenix Hawk drops down and on the building, shoots down on top, and hits the catapult, not the Hunchback, right there. And then we had a Demolisher and a Rommel tank unleashed with 3 AC-20s into the Ostrog, along with a small laser. And like tore him a new one. He's got nothing left for armor. And over here, the Demolisher there put an AC-20 into the Banshee, and the Banshee turned around and unleashed into it and vaporized the tank into a glorious fireball. Over here, the Pegasi shoots the back of the Archer and then proceeded to get shot up by the catapult and immobilized, turned him into a pillbox. Let's see what else we got missing here. So right now there's a immobilized Rommel tank there. He got kicked in the front and side and knocked his tracks off. So he's just immobilized right there. So that number 1 patent tank, Rommel patent tank, is the only one that's operational at the moment over there. It can move. So it's not looking good for him. Let's see. Did I miss anything?
I think that's everything.
That's everything. So right now, the only thing that's operational for the defenders is they got a Rommel patent tank, a Rommel tank right there, a semi 1-2 moving hover Pegasi over there, a pillbox of a Demolisher right there. The catapult's got some dink damage on it, but it's still operational. And then that 1 tank right there. So in 1 turn, a lot of stuff just up and just turned into vapor. All right, so we'll be back with turn 5 on the big red die. Turn 5 complete over here. Swayback came over here and hammered that Pegasi that was on its last leg. If that Panther had ever hit once, it probably would have killed it. And this is still a immobilized Demolisher just sitting there. And then we have a Rommel patent. It's like, or it's a Rommel tank, but he's still operational. The catapult jumped over here. And the end result was everybody shot him up pretty good, but he's still standing. And he put some medium lasers into the Atlas. That was his easiest target. Over here, the Phoenix Hawk put a large laser into the Ostrog, and then they shot him up, put an AC-20 into him, and He is, I forgot to roll. Still standing. There you go. And then they put a couple of LRMs into that one tank right there as he backpedaled a bit. And their one remaining Pegasi that was over there that was immobilized, he just got obliterated by the catapult. All right, so that is the end of turn 5. We're moving on to turn 6. So turn 6. We'll be back. Turn 6 is complete over here. The catapult jumped over here, laid in some medium lasers towards the sway back right there, and minor damage. Then the sway back and the Wolverine unleashed into him and detonated him. One shot the leg off. The other one hit some crits, took out his gyro, and then I think the Wolverine hit the ammo, I believe, and exploded it. So it disappeared in a big giant cloud of decimation. Over here, the Thunderbolt fired and and it actually hit the rear of the immobile demolisher and put a PPC in there and actually cored it out. So destroyed it with one PPC. Over here, the Awesome and the sway back here took out this Rommel tank, 3 PPCs, destroyed the whole side of it, immobilized it, and then the sway back finished it off with some side shots and front shots and cored it out and ended its day. So that was the end of that one. And over here, the sway back over here shot, got a couple hits, and one of them happened to be hit the turret with boxcars and hit the ammunition on the tank, and it exploded into a big giant fireball. No more tank there. And these guys were like, oh, where'd our target go? And over here, the Ostrock and the Dervish Unleashed tore up with some indirect fire into the Phoenix Hawk, tore all of his frontal armor off of him. And then he decided we're going to call it right there because the next turn he's going to jump off the table, leave the area of operation. So that's the end of the game. And as a result, there is some tore up mechs out there on your side because you took a bunch of hits from AC-20s. I know that Ostrock can't be doing very well. I'm surprised that he was still going into battle. There was a couple sway backs that have their armor ripped off of them. Especially, I think every single one of them has their armor gone. Who got the AC-20 that was going internal on it?
Sway back right here.
That one over there?
Yep.
Okay, so that one over there. Yeah, he's going to be deadline for a while. No longer operational until the campaign is over. So you guys have lost a few more mechs into the campaign. So your force of operational mechs is dwindling. Especially, I think it's time to sell the Panther. The Panther needs to go. You got him fixed and you turn around and get him blasted. Or not get near AC-20 mech or mechs or tanks.
Well, that's the only time he comes out is when there's AC-20s on the field and he just gets whacked with one and dies.
Yeah. Sad but true.
He never has a chance to do anything or get points.
He dies horribly. Yeah, he hasn't ever got any points, has he?
No, he shows up, says, "Hey guys, how's it going?" "Oh God, I'm dying."
This is like, since the very beginning, we've been playing for a year, and I don't think he's ever advanced anywhere in point. Because he doesn't even get the at-home points for surviving.
No, he doesn't.
He never even survived the battle. Oh my gosh, that's bad. All right, so there we go. That's the end of the game. As bad as it is, it was... The couple assaults you have really did wonders. Is like that Awesome over there and that Banshee and that Atlas just tore things to pieces whenever they fired. Along with that Archer over there. Is that Pebbles that's in there? With the two pilot, two gunner.
All the assaults are two gunners.
Yeah. And then you got your Archer's got a two pilot gunner with sniper and doesn't have cluster yet, do you? No. The only one that has cluster is on the Stalker. And that did wonders with those LRMs. All right, so that's the end of the game. We'll be back with another one, hopefully soon. See y'all later. Talk Rex out.